we talked about it, I believe, a week ago. I talked about it on here. We was on live. Where Cam was talking about Big L, I guess in prior events, he even talked about, remember they were gonna work on the Big L movie, how that didn't go through and that fell, which that would've been fire. I'm mad that didn't go through. But Big L's family is tight at Cam for sharing stories about Big L on the podcast with Mace.
I thought this was a basketball, like a sport.
It was. That's what I thought too.
Wasn't it?
A sports podcast.
To my understanding, I thought it was a sport podcast. So why is my father or Lamont even being mentioned when you're supposed to be talking about basketball?
Which I'm like, why? They're keeping the name alive, but who am I to say they're the actual family? And I guess, they don't want to hear these stories about Big L. They probably just want to hear just about the music and not all the, street stories. But for them to say that Cam really didn't know what was going on is crazy to me, because I remember Children of the Corn. Not only do I remember Children of the Corn, I remember all the pictures I've always seen of Cam with them as kids. Like,
Ask the nigga from the last way, finished him like a fast break. You couldn't across the borderline, and then slow the time and went out.
He's from the block, like he's cool with Big L. To the point that they even shared a story, Mace shared it himself, on how Big L robbed his Rolex. They talked about it 100 times. They talked about it at many different times, and I think stories like that is what's getting the family mad. But he's not even mad. It's not like he's talking anything bad about Big L. They're just talking about how grimy it used to get. It used to be sometimes more than just the music.
We just walking through the hood. So, and it was my first rollie I got, like iced out. It's the first one. So I get around the corner on 40th, and I walk up 40th on 7th to 41st. And the Spanish nigga just run out of nowhere like, yo, give it up, nigga. I'm going to kill both of y'all niggas. I'm going to take this watch off and I'm going to throw it because now the nigga done clacked it on us. It's taking too long. He put the gun on Sham, so then I take the watch off. So then I throw the watch by the back of the car. And before he can even pick the watch up, the cops had got the nigga and niggas got crazy on the dude in jail. And then they beat the nigga so bad, he told us who did it. He told, it got back to the city that the guys that did it, it was like, yo, Big L did that.
But it comes back to Cam while he's on the podcast that, yo, the fam is mad that you're talking bad about, or that you're sharing stories about Big L, and you don't know everything about what actually happened in the streets. And another man named Big Lee, if I'm saying his name correctly, you're saying stories about Big L that you might not be saying them correctly. You might, he might be in, like he wasn't there. He was a basketball player. And Cam's like, hold on, I was on the block. But okay, all right, they're women. They lost family members. They, they hurt. I'm not gonna go back and forth with women. We also hear about Big Lee's name being brought up. And he's like, hold on. Can I just ask, is the dude talking stuff this name? He's like, yeah. Which I'm not even sure if it's the same person from the next clip. But he's like, I bet. I guess they got a podcast. If my name comes up in that podcast again, we gonna talk about how this dude talked to the 12, and in New York, that's it's one of them allegedly, because today in hip hop we keep saying that it's more and more common.
Finish telling me what happened, please.
Yeah. His daughter, Big Lee's daughter, and his niece, they on some show. It's called The Beat or something like that, and they were just explaining that you fabricated a lot of stories about Big L to put him in a different light, and Big Lee. Now, what I will say is, I've never heard you talk bad about them as far as even I heard stories about Big Lee, and that's just what I heard. I never met the man a day in my life. I never heard he was soft, and I just heard goon, you know what I mean? But the women are taking that kind of emotionally, and you got to kind of understand, you know what I mean? But the guys, as far as the guys, they just seem upset that you even speak about Big L or Big Lee. So that's why I want to get to, what's really the issue whenever you speak about them. It's just it's always some, little conflict over that.
And who is the females exactly?
Is Big, I think, yeah, it was Big Lee's daughter and her Big Lee's niece. I'm assuming. Don't quote me, but I know his daughter was a little emotional, kind of like on some way Pat Porter used to be. Like whenever somebody mentioned Rich, and like I said, they take and shout out the man that's Rich Porter's son. He knows, and Bo, and everybody knows. It's cool. It's cool with the niggas, but not for Big L. They not cool with you talking about Big Lee or Big L. So
to the females you're talking about, if they're related to them, I have nothing to say negative to them or about them because their family went through a lot of trauma. When you think about the trauma that these females may have been through, you got to think about Big Lee getting killed, Big L getting killed, and most recently, Big Lee's son getting killed, literally. Right. So those females that you're referring to went through a lot of trauma to where I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth on the internet or even in person, even nowhere. I'm not going to go back and forth with that, because that's a lot of trauma to endure, and that's just people that's related to them. Not only talking about people who may have died in the neighborhood outside of the people that's related to them. So they got a lot of trauma going through that. But let me ask you this, man, because I don't be seeing shit until you, Duggar, or niggas send me shit that they feel I need to see. So I didn't see this yet. What was the niggas saying? What was the nigga saying? The kid that you was talking about. What was he saying? So the females, I'm sorry that y'all feel away, that I'm saying something, and I apologize to you because of the trauma you went through, but I'm not apologizing about anything I said. But I'm more interested, what was the niggas saying?
But you was fabricating, and maybe you should stop speaking about them in that kind of light. But let me ask you this. See, I never even want to say niggas' name. I did a freestyle one time, and I thought that'd be cool, the end of it. But was it the kid, was his name Doc, who was talking? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. I caught a clip of it, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen the show, but when I saw the clickbait, I clicked on, and I was like, oh, shit, like, another problem. So that's why, I'm asking you, because it's always a problem. And I'm a Big L fan, so. Yeah, I'm a Big L fan. But you're not going to tell me what I see growing up. And I don't have nothing bad to say about Big L. Whatever Mace went through with Big L, he went through with Big L. And the thing about it is this, right? Because Big L is respected as a rapper, niggas take away from him being human and growing up in an environment that we grew up in. Now, this kid, Doc, right? I did a freestyle a while ago because he wants me to stop talking about what I see. And I'm not getting nobody in trouble. I'm not talking about niggas, whatever. But let's do this. Doc, his name is Kareem Llewellyn. Kareem Llewellyn. You want to play? All right, cool. Let's do it. Since I don't know nothing, Doc, and I need to stop talking. You so worried about defending Big L and Big Lee, which I said, them still my niggas. And the only reason I talk about certain shit is because it's not going to get nobody in trouble. They gone. Y'all niggas be scared of Big Lee from the grave. That nigga, they think one day Big Lee gonna jump back out of the grave and be like, what you said? Y'all niggas be still scared of this nigga. Period. But you know what, Doc? Fine, his name is Kareem Llewellyn. Since you want to start to defend him so much, I'm gonna make you defend yourself. That's what I'm gonna make you do. This is what I'm gonna do. If I hear my name on that podcast or hear about my name on your shit one more time, I'm gonna start talking about you, Kareem Llewellyn. I'm gonna start talking about your case. I know the DA who was on your case. I don't know him, but last time when I did that little freestyle, I started doing homework on you. I'm going to start talking about some people that was going to snitch on dead niggas. I'm going to get deeper into why certain people got killed. You want to defend niggas? I'm going to make you defend yourself. Let me hear my name on that podcast or hear about my name on that podcast one more time, Kareem Llewellyn. I'm going to make you defend yourself.
But me, I'm like, oh, word, he got to them first, because that's exactly what the hell happened to me. I'm a law-paying citizen. I'm a tax-paying citizen. But you guys know that's like the craziest shit that you could do as an old head. They're like, oh my God, after he told us, it's over. So I guess they brought up Cam's name in the podcast again, because Cam calls, and when he said he called just to say hi, I was like, oh, nah, it's bad timing. Oh, this is going to go downhill. I already know Cam's level of petty. Yeah, I just called to see how everybody's doing in here. I'm like, nah, he channeled Alpo. Like, literally, the way that he came in with the character, I felt like it was paid in full again. I said, oh my God, I forgot it was Cameron on the phone. This nigga channeled Rico. He got Rico on the phone right now. Like, nah, this is crazy. This is wild.
Caller, what's your name? What up, caller? Where you from?
From Harlem, 140th.
What's good? What's your name?
Cameron, what's up?
What's happening?
You tell me, how y'all doing?
We doing all right, my brother. How you doing?
I'm great. Just tuned in to see what's going on. How y'all feel?
All is well, my brother. I guess you calling for a reason, man. Or you call to say hi?
Yeah, I called to say hello. That's it.
Okay, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
Just Harlem, just supporting Harlem, that all. I have my name on the show a lot. I just figured I'd call in.
That's good you call in.
How you doing, Kareem?
How you? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been? You been all right?
You know, I'm all right. You know how I do. So you the one said, you insinuated that I'm a snitch, so I'm ready.
I never said you a snitch. I said I was going to talk about you snitching. But let me ask you this, since you brought it up. Did you try to, when Reg died, did you try to tell on Reg after he died?
Why would I try to tell on Reg after he died? Tell for what?
Because you going to jail?
To go to jail? Come on, you know I'm built for
I
that.
said, because you're going to jail. Cut out what, nigga? What you talking about? I'm asking you a question. If you didn't, you didn't.
You know
I'm
I
asking
didn't.
you a
You
question.
know, bro,
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Hold up,
That's why I'm asking you. If you didn't, then you say you didn't.
You know I didn't do that. You know I'm
I don't
thorough.
know that.
Listen, bro. Check this, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening to you.
If I go to jail, I'm standing on mine. All my co-defendants, they know what it is. I was thorough in jail. Ain't nobody even came to me. Hold up, nobody even came to me about no rag.
Who was your co-defender so we could get him on the line?
That's alive. Psych from your building.
Psych from my building, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly.
Hey Cam, like cut it out. You know you had nothing else. Listen, check this. You had nothing else to say, right? You didn't like. Hold up. You didn't like your name being said on there, right? So now, instead of you addressing it in another way, you want to try to come sideways
all I
and say,
asked you was a question, Kareem. That's all I asked you, nigga. That's it, nigga. If you didn't, then you didn't. Why you getting all erratic about?
Now that you're online, right? Hold up. Now that you're online, you know we ain't do that, right? Let's go.
I don't know nothing, nigga.
You know.
That's why I'm calling and asking you. You not know.
Listen.
If I knew, I wouldn't have said it.
You know.
That's why I'm calling and asking.
And it developed slowly and slowly for us to just be informed that the dude might have told is sitting right there. Because he's like, yo, what am I hearing about you saying? You know, I wouldn't do that. Cam's like, I don't know what you would have did. I don't know what you would have did. And I'm like, oh nah. It just starts getting a little deeper and deeper and deeper, escalating to the point that we're even seeing the guy sitting next to him is going viral online, his facial structure, like how it just keeps changing. Like, hold on, chill, I didn't know this about this. This is homie I'm sitting next to right here. Everybody online is going crazy about his face. You gotta peep his face as Cam is going in. If Cam did it to Jim Jones, nobody's safe. That's what I like to think about Cameron. If he did something like that to Jim Jones, nobody's safe. He did it to Jim Jones more than once. That nigga did it to him on live and a podcast. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
Me and Lee, you wasn't even there. Aaron was there.
And Aaron said you a motherfucking lie. Aaron said that didn't happen. He said it didn't happen.
Now you lying. Now you the clown for lying. Aaron was there.
He said he don't want to come on the internet. He said he don't want to come on the internet. Hold up.
What are you talking about?
So you ran Lee out the box.
You wasn't even there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
You wasn't even there, bro.
So
Aaron was there. So Aaron's lying now. So
you ran Lee out the park.
I never said that Lee was in the park. Now you making shit up. I said this was an old boy video shoot.
You backed him out. You said you backed him out.
What are you talking about? See?
At the video shoot, you said you backed him out.
Old boy video shoot was old boy video shoot at the park. Stupid ass.
Not the
no,
park.
It wasn't stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. The shit was downtown Manhattan. Stupid. You wasn't there, dumbass. What you talking about, nigga? Mind your business for a certain shit you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You talking
Ask Avon, because Avon was there. What are you talking about, nigga? No, I'm not going to listen because you don't know what you're talking about. Talking about out at the park.
You said you backed him out on the video shoot. You said you backed him out on the video. You know you ain't do that.
I never said I backed nothing out on Big Lee. You making up your own story.
You said Lee King tried to press you. You say he tried to extort you.
Listen, if you listen what I said instead of making shit up, I said niggas I was with back shit out. I didn't say me, and that's a fact. And you can ask A1 too. If you look at old boy video shoot, it wasn't at the park, stupid. You scared of Big Lee from the grave, nigga. That's not a fact, nigga. Like I said, I didn't say that, and I never said it was at the park. I said it was at old boy video shoot, and A-Ron was there too. So that's that. You changing the words around, nigga.
A-Ron, that part right there, right? We get up with
You
A-Ron.
keep changing the part around, Doc. You don't know what you're talking
I ain't taking no
about.
calls right now, so stop calling right now.
You don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Listen, I wasn't there, but what I know.
All right, then, so shut up. So just shut up from right there. You don't know. You wasn't there.
I wasn't
you don't know.
there, but
you know who was there? A-Ron was there. A-Ron was there.
Y'all didn't ran him out no park.
What park? Why do you keep bringing out a park?
Out the video, my bad, the video.
What are you talking about? You confused, man.
The video. Y'all didn't run him out no video.
You confused, man.
Y'all didn't run him out no video shoot. Whatever that shit was. You didn't run him out no video shoot.
You just confused, bro. You very confused.
But what did you guys get from all this? Do you actually think that the dude told? Do you not even care? It's just two old heads going at it? what I got from this was, yo, leave Cam's name out of it, bro. Like, it's not even worth the drama that comes with it. Cam and 50 is two people that the drama is not even worth it, brother. I guess maybe if you're looking for a promotion, because I didn't know who neither one of them two was. I never even heard of their podcast, and here we are speaking about it. So if you look at it in a marketing angle, did get a lot of new eyes. Your algorithm definitely spiked for free. Like, you didn't do anything. You didn't have to pay for that. It's not like you did a marketing campaign. So if you look at it in that light, getting one of those big names to respond to you, even though if he goes crazy, could be beneficial if you look at it depending how you look at it. But what do you guys think? Are they gonna be talking about this nigga all week in Harlem? Let me know your thoughts down below. Sub up, man. Cam is one of the funniest rappers of all time. It's not worth it going back and forth with. It's not.
So it's a culture shock. I'm from New York. I travel because of basketball. I go to school in Texas, and the whole first semester, even though they're not from Texas, all they played was Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, that was the new group out there. And then it was a new group called UGK, which I really liked. And, you know, Bun B and Pimp C, but I just knew him as UGK. And it was good, but it wasn't New York. So you get that Christmas break, and you come home, and Shook Ones was out. On the Christmas break, so I was home for 3 weeks and bugging. Well, Shook Ones, because and no disrespect to Bone Thugs and Harmony, I'm a super duper Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, but it was like OD in Corsicana, Texas. So when I came back from New York and all I was hearing was Shook Ones, I had too much time on my hands. You got to think about this. There wasn't no Walmarts in New York back then. Shit like that, and this is a Walmart you could go to and buy a gun and a sandwich.
Down in Texas.
In Texas, yeah. Walmart was like, you could just really just go buy a gun and walk out. And that's what I was doing. And I was just bugging. Shook Ones, liquor, and Walmart got me kicked out of college.
Bad combo.
I've never heard Jim Jones's throne being challenged about being from Harlem until Cam said that joke. After that, I got people texting me like, "No, that nigga's not from Harlem." I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Harlem Diaries. He even got on a Cash Cobain type beat. I think he might have produced it. Harlem, that's from Harlem. We've been hearing Jim Jones talking about Harlem since like 03. When I think about Harlem, I think about Jim Jones. Pause. That sounded crazy. Pause. But I'm telling you, it's just not worth the back and forward. You're not gonna gain nothing from it, man. With Cam, sub up. We on that road to 20,000 subscribers.